Kia ora guys, gals, and legionnaires. Rycon here, and welcome back to Let's Roleplay Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, Leif's Tale. We're back here with Leif on this rainy and, well, I'd say it's a happy day for him because he has been able to brew a whole heap of fruit wine, which has obviously elevated his mood somewhat, and he's feeling pretty good about life at the moment. He's sitting inside his little makeshift shelter, drinking his fruit wine, and well, just trying to stay warm. And actually, this is something that I haven't noticed as much, but we are feeling quite warm quite often, and it's because it's summer, and even though it's raining quite often here, we still are getting way too hot, and that's mostly due to the gear that we are wearing. So I'm going to need to try and swap some of that out. Primarily, it's our army jacket that's giving us quite a bit of warmth on our top, so we're probably going to be trying to swap that out for something that's maybe a little bit lighter, or even make some clothes for us, because right now we don't actually have anything kind of beneath that. We've just got an army jacket and then a backpack and a quiver. So it's strange to say the least, but yeah, he is tired. However, we are going to push on through with that, and I have just recently updated to the latest version of experimental, and I can actually see that there is a proper little sprite for the bone flu, and it looks like maybe, yes, there is. Well, actually, beneath all of this here, there is a little makeshift shelter sprite that's there now, so that's kind of cool as well. So hey, there we go. Okay, but we are slaked at the moment. We're feeling fine in terms of our hunger. We are tired, but I'm going to go ahead and start by taking off our army jacket, which we're going to be dropping on over here for the time being. Now, yeah, several of our items drop onto the grass, so it was giving us a fair bit of storage, so we're just going to have to try and manage our inventory a little bit better there if we can. So let's see. I want to know exactly what we did drop, just so I can kind of figure that out. Let's see. Anything crazy important? So this is what's right beneath us over here. No, it doesn't look like we dropped much at all. Yeah, I think we're okay. So with that, I'm going to have a look at our pile of clothing that we have down here. See, the hoodie is going to give us, it's actually going to give us even more warmth than the army jacket is, so we're not going to use that. What we're going to do instead is try and make ourselves something new. Something that we can actually wear on our chest, and it's probably going to be something pretty basic for the most part. Please let me know if the music's too loud or anything like that, and I'll go and change that out super quick fast. But what we want to do is go across to torso, and I think what I'm going to go for here is a tunic. The coverage is 75%. Oh, actually, no, that covers the arms and legs. I don't think we need something that's going to cover everything like that, because that's just going to encumber us too much in the future. So, I mean, a long sleeve shirt. That's what I'm looking for. Boom. Coverage 90%. The warmth is only 5. The encumbrance is 1 because it fits. That's good. And what we might be able to do, if we can eventually get a tailor's kit, is reinforce it. So we could get bits of leather and attach it onto our long sleeve shirt. So, yeah, there we go. So let's go ahead and see if we're going to be able to do this. The difficulty is 2, skill level's 3, so we should be able to do this just fine. It is only going to take us 42 minutes, so let's go ahead and spend some of that lovely thread that we have to get that done. Easy done. We have ourselves a long sleeve shirt that now fits. We're going to go ahead and wear that. No, this is consuming. We don't want to eat the shirt, we want to wear the shirt. A little different than eating it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and bring that on the internal there, because we want everything else to be on the outside. I mean, it's kind of weird, like, you kind of would want it to be on the outside, because it's the least that you care about, but in terms of, like, roleplay for me, in terms of layering, it makes sense for me to have that on the inside. Yeah, I mean, if we were gaming it, we'd have it on the outside, because it means that if we get hit, it's going to hit that first before it goes through to the other things, but what can you do? I'm a role player, I can't help myself, even if it does make our character's life harder. I mean, that's part of it though, right? Okay, so we have that at the very least. I don't know if we're going to be able to do anything close to making a tailor's kit yet, or even if we would be able to. Let's see. No, we can make cocktails, but we can't make a tailor's kit. That's fine. Unless, no, did I spell tailors wrong? I probably did. I probably did. Because I went tail. Is it not tail? Is it tail? I'm just going to search tail. No, it's definitely tail. It's definitely tail. Yeah. I think that's fine. So, with that being the case, long sleeve shirt is on. Yeah, we're not actually feeling warm anymore, which is good. I do want to step outside of our little shelter, though, just so we can see if our temperature changes at all. It seems to say pretty much the same for the most part, so yeah. I'm just checking chat occasionally to see if there is anything intriguing that pops up there. Okay. No, I think we're okay. I think we're looking better in terms of our warmth now. Nothing's too severe. Probably the warmest stuff that we have at the moment now are our hands and feet. And there isn't much that I want to change there. We've got, it's pretty basic. We've just got our gauntlets on there, and on our feet we've just got our leather boots. We don't even have any socks on, so while it's uncomfortable, it's not gonna be making us too warm, so I guess that side of it's okay. It's actually kind of peaceful when we come back inside and get out of the rain, at least for a little bit, because it seems to rain here a lot, which is good for our crops, but maybe not so good for Leif. The next thing that I wanted to try and do was repair our cargo pants. They did get a little bit damaged, and we might even be able to reinforce some of our other more important pieces. But for us to be able to do that, we need to go ahead and reload our bone needle. So we're going to go and put... Let's just use the thread. The sinew can just hang out for now. Nothing's gonna happen with that. But the bone needle, we do want to go ahead and change that over to something a little bit easier to press, so just like that. And then let's see if we can work on the cargo pants. Success is 5.8%, that's perfect, so we'll just repeat until success. And we'll see how long this takes us. Nice, okay, we did it. So I don't think we're going to be able to reinforce. So yeah, Evelyn, I will check out the crops in just a moment, so we'll see. Nuggets, don't worry, I haven't been streaming for long at all. We've only just started, so you haven't missed out on much. But thank you for everyone that has been able to make it along to the live record of this. Okay, so that is healed. Yeah, I highly doubt we're going to be able to reinforce anything. We'll go ahead and activate that, though. We'll start off with something more basic, say the bandana, and we'll see if that's going to... Yes, we can. We can actually reinforce the bandana. I don't know if I want to reinforce the bandana. I mean, it's a way for us to improve our tailoring skill, but yeah, I'm not so sure about that. Let's try backpack. No, not going to happen. What is our tailoring skill at the moment? It's at 3, so... We could get it up. The only thing is that we'd be using thread. And that's not too bad, because we do still have quite a few rags laying about, so we might be able to get away with it. It just seems like bandana is the only thing that we can really do. We might be able to do boxer shorts. No, it's literally just the bandana that we can do. Okay, well that's, you know what, that's fine. It could also be, I was thinking, yeah, sometimes when you make something yourself, you seem to stand a better chance at being able to repair it. So we can repair some of our more complex things that we've made, but yeah, let's just start with the bandana. We'll get a little bit of skill there, so we'll just say repeat until fully... No. Repeat as long as we can. There we go. Our bandana has reached its maximum potential. It's a pretty sweet bandana, if you ask me. I think we're looking pretty good there. Yep, that's a reinforced bandana. So essentially what that does is that gives us a extra, just an extra like health slot for it. So it means it can take an additional whack. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, do be careful of spoilers in the chat, just because obviously this isn't a chat for that series. So yeah. Yes, it is. It's a titanium plated goddamn bandana. We got there in the end. We might not actually even need the bandana at the moment, primarily because the bandana is giving us warmth on our mouth. It's not giving us that much, so I think that's fine. And it's not actually encumbering us too much as well, so I think we'll be okay in the long run there. We've got a bit of a different look on now with our new little long sleeve shirt instead of our army jacket, but that... Yeah, we're just going to have to be careful not to bring as much crap with us, because right now we've got quite a bit of food on us as well, so I'm probably going to leave that behind here, just in our little shelter, dropping off the dehydrated meat, the vegetable salad, and the sausage. Sealed stomach, we're going to go and fill that up with some water, and the withered plant, I'm going to go and drop up the top right, which is where we're kind of storing all of our crap, so to speak. I'm going to go ahead and unload using Shift U, to unload that clean water into this sealed stomach here. And just leave the rest alone for now. We can have ourselves a little bit to... No, we don't even need to drink. That's fine. So what I'm going to do next is come down here, have a look, and see if this is... It doesn't seem like it's ready to harvest. Do I know roughly when I will be building our boat? Essentially, when we can. So, yeah. We're going to need a bit more skill before we can do that. Yeah, I haven't actually done boating myself as well, but it's going to be a fun challenge, to say the least. I mean, we've got our mechanics up to 1 now, so all we need to try and do is make more things that we can get mechanical skill from right now. Wearable water container? Yeah, I mean, you can make, like, camelbacks. Well, you can find camelbacks and stuff like that, but it doesn't take up too much space. I mean, it's more voluminous when it's full, so right now it's kind of the fullest it would be. We do actually have another sealed stomach, which I think I was holding broth in, possibly? Yeah. I don't know if we can harvest these or not. Or whether or not we just need the hoe to be able to... Because I'm pretty sure all we need to do is just walk up and hit E, right? That's correct, that's how we harvest. It's been a long time since I've done any kind of harvesting, but I'm pretty sure that's it. So I feel like these are close, but they're not quite there yet. So they are growing, but yeah, there's just nothing going on there yet for us. So we're going to be leaving it as it is. Occasionally I will be going down to check on all of our leather down here to make sure that that is looking good. Something that I want to make sure of, though, is if we have any more of the must from our fruit. I know I just dehydrated some as well. Yeah, we got quite a bit dehydrated. Okay, so I think we're okay. I think we've got all of our fruit wine that we could possibly make. So I'm just going to do a quick search for fruit. Yeah, we've got all the fruit wine in the large pot. So what we're probably going to have to do as well is because that large pot's in use right now, we're probably going to have to make another hydrea or something like that in which we can store the fruit wine, because the large pot is something that we want to use for cooking and boiling and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll get round to that. So I might want to try and see if we can get that out the way now. Why are we crafting slowly? Is that because the light is dimmer? I don't know. Maybe. Can craft slow, 73%. I don't know why that is, actually. That's strange. Okay, alright. Let's see. Where am I going to find you? We're going to go for clay. And we are going to need something pretty big. So clay hydrea versus the... Do we have the large clay pot there? Okay, so the large clay pot can store a lot more, but the hydrea should be fine. It's going to be 53 minutes. It's going to require 2 strings, 2 tallow. Yeah, I think that's fine. It's going to use some of our leather patches, but it's going to be able to store a good bit of stuff for us, so... Let's go ahead and just use the regular water. Perfect. Okay, so that's now on the floor in here. So if I go unload and we grab, where are you? Fruit wine. We're going to unload you, pour you into that clay hydrea. Okay, so there's still 200 left over. So it's quite a bit of fruit wine still left over. So we've kind of got to split across 2 things at the moment. I do need that large clay pot though. Actually, I don't 100% need it. No, I think I'll leave it as it is for now, but I think I'll try and keep it close to that. Yeah. Yeah, we'll leave that as is for now. Okay, but with that being the case, we've kind of done our chores, so to speak, and it is getting a little bit later in the day. I don't want to commit to doing too much, but what we might end up doing is just a light little bit of fishing. So, let's see. We don't need to have everything with us. I do like to be prepared for, well, being jumped in the woods. I think that's a good thing to be. We're going to drop off this extra sealed stomach as well, but what we're going to do is have a look and see what is on... What do we call it? We call you Trev, right? Okay, so we've got some rotten stomach, some sinew, some bone, and a tan pelt, which I think it's beneath you right now. So I do want to shift those things just off to the side. Move you and all of you as well. Leave the tan pelt alone, but we'll go ahead and grab it. And we'll start dragging Trev down. And we've got our basic fishing rod. We're going to go have ourselves a little bit of a fish. Just a casual one. Make our way down to our little fishing spot. I find that's a good way to spend the end of the day if we've got a little bit of time and we don't want to venture out too far. There's nothing wrong with getting a little bit of extra food. So we'll plop ourselves down around about here and we'll just start activating that fishing rod. Just like that. We're getting better. I swear we're getting better. So, yeah. You can wear water skins? That's true. That's true. Yeah. Next logical upgrade from the stomachs. I think you're right. Yeah, I think I'll have a look into that. Okay, fishing rod. Maybe that'll be Leif's task for tomorrow once the sun starts to set. Okay, smallmouth bass. Nice. Okay, so I feel like we've got enough from what we got there. We're going to take those back and see if we can process them before the sun sets. And let's go shift all of those onto Trev. Let's move everything across. Okay. We'll start hauling this all back. We are getting hungry and thirsty, so let's just quickly deal with this. Our cooked meat's getting old, so yeah, we will go ahead and eat it before it goes off. Make the most of it, while it's still nice and tasty. Alright, you. Okay, alright, so we'll go ahead and let go of it there, but we should be able to process all of that fish now. We can make ourselves some more cat food, we can make salted fish. We are just gonna go, actually, you know what, we can make some more broth. I'm always a fan of making broth, but I don't know, we don't need to make it right now. We've got the fish, so the fish can last a day. That's not very long. I don't want to do too much of it. I mean, even just 2 things of cooked fish will be good, but yeah. Evelyn, yeah, I'll try and grab the, what is it? It's the hickory root? I think it's the hickory root. Yeah. You can get plastic, it's difficult, but most of the time it's just from scavenging through the underbrush and stuff like that. You can find plastic bottles, you can find, you know, plastic bags, because thankfully we're kind of messy as a species, so it works in Leif's favor. Yeah. Yeah, I can keep up with the chat. We've actually got a very, very small delay on today's stream as well, so it should be running pretty damn quick as far as I'm aware. We're just going to do 2 cooked fish for now, which is essentially going to be our meals tomorrow. But looking at the rest, we can make ourselves some pemmican. We can actually make unfermented vinegar. Ah, so that's how we make vinegar. That's why fruit wine's so important. I see. The mixture of water, alcohol, fruit juice that will eventually become vinegar. Good to know, good to know. Well, I would be keen to make some vinegar, or at least make a batch of it. We'll see about that. We'll go ahead and cook the offal up for now. Actually, hang on. We might be able to make some sausages. We probably don't have the stomachs necessary, or the amount of offal. I think we need 4, so it's close but no cigar. So we'll just go ahead and cook up the guts. Yum. And that'll probably be yeah. Oh, is it dahlia root? Maybe. Maybe. Could be. Pemmican, yeah, pemmican doesn't go bad. It does take us a little while to make, but I guess it isn't too bad. And that's using our dehydrated vegetables and our dehydrated fruit and dehydrated meat. Okay, so maybe that's a good way for us to process our dehydrated foods. Because, yeah, you're right, we do get 8 portions from it. So, yeah, maybe you're right. We do need to have either tallow or lard, which we have 1 of each. So we could do a few batches of those to kind of finish things up for the day. But I do want to make sure that we don't have any other, well, raw foods kicking about. And we do still have the fish. Can I dehydrate the fish? I mean, I can salt it. Oh, actually, no, I don't have enough to be able to do it. You need 2. So we'll just go ahead and we'll cook the last thing of fish. I'm going to have just the offal for now because we're going to go to sleep very soon. So it's not so bad if we're in a bad mood, you know? Yeah. Yeah, a sheet door could be good. Could be good, yeah. We could work our way up to that because we do have a few nails kicking about. We're going to go try and make ourselves some pemmican. Spend an hour and a half doing that. And that's going to use all of our tallow. We do have some lard, so we should be able to make another lot of it as well. But I feel like that is a good way for us to produce our food. Okay. Ah, that is cool. I like that they did that. So, originally, I think you could just keep on crafting if you've started a batch, but we can't actually see well enough to craft anymore, so it just stopped us from crafting that. Just getting slaked. But yeah, we can't do that, so... Okay, I guess we'll have to come back to that in the morning. I do like that change. I think it's a good change. You know, I do like it when things become slightly harder. Kind of a sadist in that way with, you know, any kind of roguelike. But we'll go ahead, we'll sleep until the morning. Hopefully this does reset Leif's sleeping cycle a little bit because he's been a bit out of whack as of late. Come on, wake up, buddy. Wake up, buddy. He's still out of whack. Okay, it's a little better. We woke up a little bit later than I would like, but it's not too bad. He's hungry and thirsty, so we could just have ourselves some water, but we're actually going to start off by having ourselves some fruit wine. So we'll start with the fruit wine that is in... Actually, we've still got the must over here as well, so we can make more. God damn, we can make more. It's a lot of fruit wine. It's a lot of fruit wine. But hell, we're going to do it. So we drink up our fruit wine, we feel lightheaded, nice. Let's go ahead, have some clean water. We should actually be drinking from the Hydrea though. Yeah, let's drink from the Hydrea. Get slaked from that if we can. Yeah, sure, why not? And let's just have the offal, because it's going to rot a little bit faster, even though it's going to make us a little unhappy. Okay, full and slaked. That's good. Yay. Okay, alright, so let's go ahead and see. I'm just going to check on the vat and see how we're doing. Okay, so there's nothing in there right now, but apparently we do have something around here. So let's have a look and see if I can track this down, because apparently, there we go. We do have some fruit wine must in there. So let's go ahead, put that into the vat for now, start the fermenting cycle. Yeah, why not? And we'll go ahead and just drop that back with our tools. So it's just 3 litre glass jar. Actually, hang on. It's not a tool so much, so we'll go ahead and place it just there in our junk pile. Yeah. That's fine. Okay, cool. Feeling good about that. Cooked fish. Nice. Okay, so we are going to have a look at the water skins. But I am going to have to try and do the pemmican as well, so we'll see. No, I actually didn't add that sprite, so the sprite's been updated for the shelter kit. So it's nice to see that's a thing, because that was actually around for a while. So yeah, we can make barrels right on vehicles. Yeah, we might actually be able to make some of them now. So I'm not sure. So we'll see. We'll see. Yes, we can make water skins. Hell yes. Okay, so this is going to be good for us to have at least one of these at any one time. So we need to have 2 tan pelts, which we do. We also need to have some thread and some sinew, which we do. So yeah, so we can totally make this water skin. We can make a small water skin or this. Now, what do we want? Vinegar would be good for preserving. Yeah, I think we are going to change some of the fruit wine into vinegar as well. I'm going to try and have 2 big vats for those. Or kegs, yeah. I'll have a look at that and see. Yeah, I think small is going to be okay. The volume's not terrible, and let's just see. Where is our encumbrance? Well, I mean, it's 0 encumbrance on that as well. Does that change? I guess the volume goes up by a little bit, but I'm not sure. Oh, Martin, it's okay. Oh, whoa, I just attacked the microphone. You haven't missed too much, don't worry, don't worry. We're still just kind of hanging around camp, really, at this stage, so, yeah. But, yeah, volume does change as it gets fuller. Yeah, okay, right, we'll go with small for now, because that's just going to be 1 tan pelts as well. We can actually use the patches. I'm more in line with us using the patches than the pelts. We'll save the pelts for when we need them, so we'll go ahead and do that. We'll use our thread, and we'll see if that'll work out. Perfect. We got ourselves a water skin, so I'm going to go ahead and unload that sealed stomach, pour that into Megatron's pen. Thank you for joining. Hey, I'm trying something out. I'm trying something out with that. So when anyone actually subscribes, and that is just a subscriber, it'll pop up and it will notify us, so we know that the Legion has grown a little bit more. So there we go. It actually gave me a fright because I completely forgot about it. So. Yeah. Right, okay, so we want to go ahead and pour that into here, into the small water skin. And let's go ahead and grab the Hydrea as well and see what that happens. Smaller straps on its legs, yeah, that'll be good. So let's go, where are you, Hydrea? Pour you into the water skin there. Nice. Yes, we are Legion. No, don't do that. I will disable it if you do that, Shroud. But that is a good technique. If we were playing something like Outlast, that would be a good technique. But I would disable it. Okay, all right. So that means that we have another free water skin essentially. So we can go ahead and just drop that thing. Sealed stomach. Yeah. Actually, I'm going to drop that up with tools. Yeah. So that's just another storage device that we can use. So I think that's fine. Don't worry, Martin, you'll catch up in no time at all. We've got a cracker of an episode of Zealand coming out tomorrow. It is the final for the chapter, and we're recording the next chapter this weekend. And, well, it's going to be interesting to say the least. It always is. It always is. They always surprise me. They never cease to amaze me with what they do and what they don't do. That's all part of the fun. That's all part of the fun. Nail, it's going good. It's going really, really good. We're in the, like I've said in some of the update videos, we're in the final stages with that at the moment. So, yeah, it's looking pretty close. I'm going to say it's probably looking like it's going to be another week or so at this point for us to do these final little additions to it. But it's nearly there. It's nearly there. It's the final stretch, but that stretch like stretches as we go. But yeah, there we go. Oh, that's perfectly fine, Jason. I mean, it's always there if you want to catch it later on. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, Zealand is meant to be your story. It's not meant to be mine or anyone else's. It's your story that you get to tell with your friends, with your, with your team. That's the idea. I'll talk about that a bit later, Nick. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we have ourselves a water skin now, which is great. It's holding essentially the same amount that the sealed stomach was, but it's just going to be better for us, and we can actually wear it as well. So we'll go ahead and wear that. So that's now on one of our legs. So we're just going to strap that thing on there, and it probably looks a little bit better as well. Philip, I'm going to try and do a Darkest Dungeon soon. I know it's been ages since I've done one. It's been a really, really long time, but that's going to be one of the ones that's part of a big bulk of this 24-hour live stream that I have coming up in the not too distant future. So, yeah. Okay, all right. Yeah, no NPCs at this stage. These things might be changing eventually. There is a chance that we can change things for Leif's world as we kind of start exploring. So, yeah, there we go. Okay, all right. I need to keep on track here. It's very easy for me to get sidetracked. Okay, so we have that now. I'm going to see if we can do our pemmican before I forget about that as well. We're also crafting that slowly as well. I wonder why. Yeah. Megatrons, we're completely alone at this stage. So, yeah, there we go. We're completely alone. But we can make ourselves 2 pemmican. I'm on board with that. We're going to spend nearly 2 hours doing that. Okay, we failed, so I'm glad we didn't waste anything. I didn't actually see, but pemmican is at our max difficulty, so what I'm going to have to do with that, get these close to the cooking station so you can use it. Good point. I'll grab that before we forget. Thank you for reminding me. We're going to grab the 700 yeast, the 700 yeast, and we'll just drop that in here with us. So there we go. Alright, but yeah, pemmican, we're going to do 1 at a time, because there is a chance that we can totally fail this, and I don't want to lose out on our tallow and lard. But I do want to use it at the same time, because this is going to be a much better food for us to have long term, so yeah. Let's use the lard for now. We're going to use the dehydrated vegetables. We fail, okay, but look what's going to be happening, is that our cooking is getting better each time, so we're going to try again. Okay, nice, we succeeded. That's freaking awesome, great. Good news, let's have the fish at the same time, so we'll be looking good there. Okay, we're going to try one more time, because I'm pretty sure we can make one more. Yeah, it's one more that we can make. But yeah, 8 portions, that's pretty decent. So we're going to go ahead and process this. Nice, okay, so let's check out cooking. Cooking is at 44, so we're getting better. So yeah, there we go. Clark, I don't have vitamins on at the moment, but I really do want to get it on. It's something that I've just been forgetting each time before we start playing with Leif. I forget to put it on, so I'm just going to need to make sure that next time we do this that I put it on beforehand, so I kind of forgot it. Yeah. Pemmican sounds like a strange type of food. Yeah, I imagine it is. Like, we have a fair bit of... Yeah, we have a fair bit of pemmican use in RimWorld, or at least we have in the past, and I've always wondered what it is exactly, but I wouldn't mind trying pemmican one day, seeing as it's such a big part of every game I play. So, yeah, who knows? Maybe one day we'll do Rycon Roleplays branded pemmican. And I can ship that out to the world. We'll see. Okay, so looking at our food, I do want to make some unfermented vinegar as well, but I want to have somewhere that we're going to be able to store that long term. So it might be worth us looking to see if we can make anything like kegs or of the light. I did see someone talking about kegs. Build wooden keg. Okay, so we do need to have a fair amount of 2x4s to be able to do that. Although I imagine the keg can actually hold quite a bit, so yeah. 18 2x4s. I mean, that's okay. The problem is it's nails, and nails... Well, actually, no, in saying that, it takes us a long time to make nails, but we can actually make nails now, so we should be able to do it. Although in saying that, no, we need a lot of scrap metal. We don't have that much scrap metal, so unfortunately we can't do that. What's probably best for us to do at this stage is just to make more things. Yeah, we can. Well, actually, doesn't need to ferment. Oh no, it probably needs to go into the vat. Yeah, we'll just do it in the vat. Unfermented vinegar. Yeah, so we'll just use the thing is we need something to carry it over there in. So we'd need that large pot, which is currently being used by the fruit wine. So what I'm probably going to do, even though I just did it before, is take the hydrea of fruit wine and pour that back into the large pot, so that we can use the other one to transfer things across. So yeah. As for how much the hydrea can carry, its maximum was like 400 or something like that. I don't think we want to do too much vinegar. Let's see, how many portions? Oh, okay. Do you see the portions shooting up? Except we have to use 21 fruit wine. Oh, okay, so it actually reduces, it essentially splits it in, well, not directly in half, but how much do I want? 70 portions of unfermented vinegar for 100 fruit wine. It's kind of doable. I mean, like, what if we went more in line of 100? And that's going to take 45 minutes for us to do that 10 times. 210? Yeah. Goes a long way. 10 for a battery. Maybe we'll go close to 100. I mean, that's using a fair bit of our fruit wine to be able to do that, but then after we've done this, we don't really need to touch it again. So I reckon we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Let's go ahead. Let's get fermenting. Let's pour that into the... Where are you? Clay hydrea. Awesome. Okay, so we're not going to step into the spike pit. This is still brewing, so after that's done brewing, we should be able to put the... Yeah. But we'll be able to put the vinegar in there afterwards, so that should be fine. Let's have some fruit wine to drink, seeing as we're thirsty now. Nice. Okay. I think he's going to come to like that fruit wine quite a bit, so yeah. Okay. We're looking good. We're looking fine. We've got a decent amount of pemmican on us, which we're going to go ahead and just drop for the time being. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how we're looking. Survival-wise, we're doing nicely. Still nothing that we can do with this as of yet. I don't think we're likely to use fertilizer. We'll just essentially let it grow and see what happens there, if it's going to make it or if it's not. But in terms of like what we're going to be crafting right now, I'm pretty happy with everything that we have made. Although there may be some upgrades that we can make now, things that I'm not 100% aware that we had the ability to do before. I'm always looking for armor. I'm always looking to try and see what new pieces of armor or things like that we can build. Like there hasn't been anything head-wise that we've been able to build yet that we actually have the means to build that could protect our head. Because obviously your head and your torso are the most important things to you in this game. And yes, you can become too intoxicated. You can black out, you can become completely drunk. Yeah, totally possible. And you can lose everything afterwards, so yeah, there we go. Yeah. No, I don't think there's anything that we need or want to build in here as of yet. I mean, some sunglasses... Actually, no, we've got some. We found some, didn't we? Yeah, the fit over sunglasses. So yeah, that's good. That is good. What could be worth us doing is doing another little walk around in the bush and essentially do a big collection. Seeing as it is summer, and this is probably the best time to be doing this. So we're going to go ahead, move out towards the far field a little bit, potentially do some hunting. But more importantly, just have a look out for some bushes that we're going to be able to scavenge. But I do want to kind of go near the field so that we have the opportunity to hunt. Okay, we are getting hungry while we're out here. You know what? Maybe I should have brought some pemmican with us. That was kind of dumb. I'm just going to leave this here for now. We're just going to run back. Just so it's a little bit faster in game. We'll be fine. Okay. Do I want to use the pemmican now? Got 16 portions of it. I mean, it's going to make us a little thirsty, but that's not too bad. I'm just going to go ahead and take 5 units of that. We're thirsty as well now. Great. We'll have some of our water skin. I should probably have the pemmican before we have anything to drink. Oh, let's stop running. Don't want to be completely out of breath. Okay. Go ahead and wait. I think after we do this little run, the next thing that we want to try and do is see if we can get our mechanics up higher than where it's at the moment. So, we'll see. We can always do some more fishing if this doesn't prove to be as effective. Something else that we probably should do, and I haven't done yet because I've kind of been waiting, but there's no real point in waiting, is harvesting the cat's tails around here. And the reason I had been waiting is that once they're gone, they're gone. But they can provide us fiber, and that's going to be in need in the future. So we're going to go ahead and just start harvesting them now, because why not? Why not? If we don't do it now, then, well, we won't have any use for them in the future. So go ahead and just start working our way through, essentially just transferring all of it to our inventory. And so what I'm doing, when you see that quickly flash up, I'm hitting a slash to open the advanced inventory, and then just the greater than symbol? Less than symbol? A symbol. Pressing A symbol. Yes, you're right, flower as well. That is indeed correct. So we'll go ahead, just transfer all of it across. Yes. Yes. There we go. Alright. Go through, collect, and transfer everything into there. Like so. Is it true that if you leave the rhizomes that it regrows? I'm not sure. I've never seen that before, so I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. As for divinity, that is something that has been playing around in my mind. That's the kind of thing that I think I would like to live stream, perhaps with a group of friends. I think when I do this 24-hour stream, that's going to be a bit of a test to see what everyone enjoys. And if divinity is something that we all enjoy, then we might look at doing that. Might. Okay, we're looking pretty good. There's going to be a fair amount of food and materials that we can get from this. You change 0 to move grab all. Ah, nice. Nice. Yeah, the 24-hour stream at the moment doesn't have a set date, but essentially, when New Year's hit, I wanted to set a resolution for this year, and I really wanted to do a 24-hour stream for charity, so it's definitely going to be happening at some point this year. I don't know when exactly. It's probably, I'd say, it's probably looking like it would be more May than this month. May or even June, just depending, because May is it's going to be a pretty busy month. Yeah, with the launch of Zealand, it's going to take up a fair bit of that time. Already at the moment, it's taking a fair bit of time, so it's probably going to be, yeah, May or June at this stage, I'd say. Maybe July, who knows, we'll see. Okay. Alright, throw you in there. Alright, we've done a pretty good harvest here. I really want to kind of try and go until we fill this up. How much do we have in there at the moment? A fair amount, I think, is the right answer. Oh, we are actually carrying a tan pelt in there. I didn't realize that. Well, okay. And we're still carrying the rotten stomachs in there as well. I thought I took them out of that, but okay. I guess I didn't. Alright, have I messed that up? I have messed that up. There we go. Transfer all. It's very laid-back music for Leif. Very, very laid-back. Okay. I feel... Yeah, there we go. The trunk is full, so we've managed to get everything. So, there we go. I'm going to have a quick sip of water. I have played Neo Scavenger. I have. I haven't played it on this channel before, though. Yep, we can get rid of the rotten bits. Yeah, we don't need that. Let's have a look. We'll go ahead and just dump those on the ground. What? Nope. There we go. Rotten stomachs drop you on the ground. That gives us a little bit more carrying capacity, so we'll see if we're able to... Oh. Whoops. I just transferred everything out of there. That's why I should look before I do things. Okay. Alright. Square beneath us is what we're looking for. There we go. Transfer those in. Okay. We might be able to fit a little bit more in there. Trunk is full. Okay. We'll take it back. It's not a bad haul, so we're going to go ahead and just do our clicking way of making it there. Apparently, we have collided with a young tree. Okay. Yeah, it's a much faster way for us to just move through here. We have safe mode turned on, so if anything does appear that could threaten us, it's going to let us know. The stomachs are already rotten at this point, so they're beyond the point of human consumption, so yeah. Still turning the containers, we might be able to. I'm not 100% on that though. Let's go ahead and we're going to just leave this here. So we're going to stop grabbing it and we're just going to transfer all of the food bits and pieces across to here. So we'll just go ahead and move like this. And you know what, we can move the bones there as well. But as for that pelt, we'll go ahead and move that just down there. So that is actually a tanned pelt, as in like it's properly tanned. Yeah, I think it is. Thank you very much, Crimson Lion. I appreciate that. Thank you, good sir. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, I think this is a fully tanned pelt, so we'll go ahead and take that. These are still tanning, so I don't think we can do anything with them just yet. Oh, it tells us it'll be done in 15 hours. It'll be done in 15 hours. Perfect. I didn't actually realize it said that. That's actually really, really helpful, so it's good to know. It's good to know. Alright, so let's go ahead and see if we can process those stalks and the rhizomes, although I'm going to have to try and remember exactly the best way to use them. Let's go ahead, drop withered plant off and tan pelt off. Actually, they need to go up that way. There we go. Okay, so I'm pretty sure, yeah, so starch. We're getting starch from them. That one is going to give us plant fiber as a byproduct. So that's probably going to be the best. Activated unroll. Yeah, so we just can't do them yet. But it is good that it actually lets us know when it's going to be done. That is quite cool. Right, yeah, so... And then the starch, what am I going to be able to do with the starch? Let's have a look at the starch. Yeah, we can use the starch to craft flour. Okay, so this is the best way for us to start working to get a decent supply of flour if we can. We had a lot of our flour burn up before, so I'm keen to try and do this. And it's probably going to be best for us to do this option here. It's going to take another 20 minutes to be able to do it, but it's going to give us plant fiber as a byproduct. So, yeah, I think that's okay. So that's using the rhizomes. That means that we'll still have the stalks as well. So, yeah, we'll see what we're able to do there. But that's going to... Wow, that's a lot of time. That gives us a lot of plant fiber. So, kind of tempted. God damn, nail traps. Thank you very much for the super chat. That is, damn nail. Leif's doing pretty good for himself now. He's doing pretty damn good indeed. Very much appreciate that, good sir. Wow. Sir or madame? I don't know. Nail could be either. But yes, you're right. You nailed it. Crimson, that was perfect. Yeah, nail, you nailed it. Appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. So, can we afford to do 4 hours at this point? There's no way that we're going to fail this. No, it's kind of the end of the day, and I don't want to push Leif too far at this point, because if we do, Yeah. I think we'll just go for a small little batch. The only issue with this, though, and what we don't want to have happen... Okay, it takes 3 days. So what we need to make sure we do is just make sure that we actually get all of this processed within 3 days. It's going to be easy to forget about it. So the rhizomes we need to process first. So I'm going to start working on that, but essentially that means that tomorrow for Leif we just need to work the entire day at processing all of those. But we will get it started at the very least. So let's go. We're going to go starch the second one, and we'll just go for 2 hours at this stage. I'm afraid of it becoming dark and us not being able to do it. Let's just do it for an hour and 20. Let's just do 2. Okay, we can afford to do that at the very least. Let's have something to eat. We've got some pemmikins still. I mean, we've got all of this here that we could just straight up eat. We could just eat the... Well, we can cook the stalks at the very least. Let's try and see if we can cook some stalks while we're here. Something else that I should probably do is get some charcoal on the go as well. Yeah, we'll just go ahead, just do 1. Or we can just do 1? Oh, because we're actually running out of charge. There we go. Perfect. I was just saying that we were going to run out of it, so... Yeah. Yeah. Cooked cattail stalk. We'll go ahead and eat that for the time being. Yeah, so we've got... How many logs? No, we've just got the 1 log up there at the moment. Is that the only log that we've got? Okay, we've got quite a few... Okay, no, we've got quite a few in there, and we've got quite a few 2x4s still as well. So... Am I going to be able to take that many logs? What I'm going to do is I'm just going to start transferring them. So we're just going to start essentially hauling them out of here, is the idea. Covered spike pit. So let's go ahead and just haul 15 of those for now. Or not. Move. That's all of them. There we go. That's good. We don't want too many, but we've got enough at the least for now. So let's go ahead and shift them up to here, onto where the birch bark is. Okay. We've actually got some charcoal in there, which is good. I want to take maybe 1,000 of this. No, not that much. That's too much. Let's go 700. The kiln already contains charcoal. Yeah, I know. I want to take 700 of it away. There we go. Wheeled 700. We're going to go ahead and add that to the rack. How much do we have left over? 580. Okay, so we're going to take the rest of this and go and drop it over here in the forge. Just so that we have a good kind of mix of it. Okay, we reload it. It's got 240 charcoals in it. Rock forge. Oh, okay, 820 now. Okay, that's better. That's looking much better. What we want to do... I don't know if we need to manually load this. We might need to. Maybe not. But Charmer, thank you very much for the super chat. Appreciate that. Very, very much. Don't know why the notification didn't come up then. It's probably running a little delayed, if it is. Quite possibly. But thank you very much for your super chat. Oh, there it is. A Charmer. AAA. Alright. Okay, let's see. Why am I not seeing you? Birch bark log. There we go. Let's go ahead and start transferring these over. I can only hold 12. Perfect. So that's a full load now. That's a full charcoal load. It's now fired. It's on the go. Let's have some pemmican. And let's have some fruit wine. If we can. Just pop on down. Oh, there's so much crap there now. Okay. Do not drink the unfermented vinegar. That's something that we don't want to do. But speaking of unfermented vinegar, we'll have a look and see if we're able to do this. It is going good, Potato Man. It is going good. Leif is having a good day today. Brewing in 15 hours. Okay, so it's nearly there. Okay. Alright, so I think we've got everything fired at this stage. We might be able to just do maybe 1 or 2 more lots of starch before night properly comes for us. So let's see if we can get away with that, because we want to try and use our time as best as possible, right? Ooh, damn. Okay, alright. Shouldn't have pushed it as far as I did. We're going to go ahead and just have some straight up water, just to mix things up. And we're going to go ahead and sleep. Hopefully, waking up with the dawn this time. Because that's the idea, we want to try and get our sleeping schedule back on track, because right now it's kind of all over the show. Yeah, drinking vinegar probably isn't super nice. Oh, we couldn't sleep. Okay, well let's try again. It's going to be this. This was me last night. I kid you not, I just could not sleep the entire night. I might be a little loopy today. I was really excited about the stream today. And whenever that happens, I can't sleep the entire night. But look at that, we actually wake up, we feel rested, that's good. So, yeah. Here's how you survive the apocalypse. Punch horses, drink whiskey, never sleep. Hey, what's up, my friend? If you haven't watched the Black Pants Legion before, that's Tex from the Black Pants Legion. Does some really, really awesome Space Station 13 videos. Highly recommend you check him out. He's got a great sense of humor. And yeah, punching horses definitely helps. Drinking whiskey as well. I mean, we've just got fruit wine now. We'll see if we can get it. We'll see if we can get there. Whiskey would be a damn nice touch, though. So for now, we're going to have just some of our clean water, just because the sun hasn't risen yet, and we'll have some pemmican to start the day off. But today, essentially, if we go ahead and wait till the dawn, is going to be a whole heap of flour making, or at least starch making, so that we can make flour. So yeah, there we go. Okay. Anytime, my friend, anytime. Okay, so we're going to start off, jump into food. Let's go get this thing started. Starch is what we're after, and we're going to do a whole bunch of this. Let's go for 6 hours and 40 minutes. Just processing as much as we possibly can. There is a good chance that we might... Thank you, Elon. I appreciate the super chat. Thank you very, very much. I think...
You go, dude. Great idea with the live stream. Smile, first time trying out the super chat. Hopefully it'll work, haha.
It worked perfectly fine, and text-to-speech was working as well, so there you go. Now don't abuse the text-to-speech. I'm very trusting of all of you. Oh dear. Thank you very much, Elon. Thank you very, very much. Appreciate that. So we're very hungry, we're very thirsty after that, but we have a whole heap of starch now, and we have a whole heap of plant fiber. And apparently we can craft starch from memory now, which is weird considering we don't actually have any books around, so I don't know how we were not doing that from memory before. I'm not sure. Ah, dear. Lucas, Seeking might be coming back sometime. I don't have a set time for it at the moment, but there is a good possibility that it is going to be returning. So yeah, we'll see about that. We'll see. Okay, let's deal with our hunger and thirst to start things off. We're going to go ahead and just cook up some more of those cat's tail stalks while we're here. We're going to use those for food for now. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to get 5 portions out of this. It's essentially just a 1-to-1. Go and do that quick as we can. And apparently it's on the ground. So we'll go ahead and eat those off the ground. Best way to do this thing. Cooked cat's tail stalks. Are we going to have to do that for everyone? Let's just go ahead and grab them. Yeah, that's the easiest way to do it. Let's wield them. Yeah. Okay, go ahead and just start munching down on those. They aren't the nicest. Actually, no, we get some joy from it. And it's because it's warm as well. So, yeah, that's why. It's helping. At least a little bit. Let's have some fruit wine because our thirst is not being quenched. And I want to drink it from the hydraea, if possible, because we want to try and clear that thing out. Did we not? Oh no, we put it back into the clay pot, that's right. I remember now. Forgetting things already. The temperature is slowly going to start to rise in here as well, so there's a good chance you're going to see me start to just like be dripping rivulets. And goddamn, yeah. It gets very hot in here still. Even though it's getting colder in New Zealand, it's still nowhere near as cold as it needs to be for me to be able to survive in here at a comfortable temperature. Yeah. See you later, Martin. Enjoy that food. We're trying to enjoy ours right now. We're having some pemmican, of all things. Okay. All right. We need to keep at this, essentially working as long as we possibly can. The issue now, though, is I don't know how long it is until sunset. So we can't... I think the best thing for us to do, because I don't think, if we go into here and have a look at our starch, I don't think we're actually getting any time back from this. So it's not any more efficient for us to do that. Yeah. So we might just end up doing it one at a time. I think that's the easiest way to do it. G'day, Nubia. I don't know why I say g'day. I'm not Australian, but I know I'm going to say it occasionally. Kia ora. What's up? Good to see you. Okay, we're going to go for starch one at a time, just because we don't know when the sun's going to set. And easiest way for us to do that is just hit the repeat crafting button. Although in saying that, we are getting hungry and thirsty again, so we need to deal with that. Just go for our clean water skin. Okay, done. Might be able to get a little bit more in. Okay, the sunset is coming. Nearly there. Yeah, that's true. New Zealand and Australia have US and Canada. It's a very similar thing. That's why when I was living in Canada and people would mix up my accent and they'd say, oh, you're Australian. And I'd be like, no, I'm a New Zealander. They would be like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, they knew. They got it. They understood. Oh, dear. Okay, so the sun is starting to set. We've managed to get a decent amount of starch done and a really decent amount of plant fiber as well. Like, a ridiculous amount of plant fiber. This was definitely the way to do it. So I don't know why I did anything else before. So, yeah. Robin, that's true. Roguelikes are like onions. There are a lot of layers, and there is a lot of crying that comes with it. A lot. Yeah. What's the difference between the starch going bad and cat's tails? So the starch isn't going to go... Let's just have a look. Where's our starch at? I just dropped it all down there. So the starch... Oh, the starch only has a day on it. Crap. We need to process all of this super fast. We're not going to be able to process this fast enough. Damn it. It really doesn't matter what we do at this stage. So the stalks, they take 3 days. The rhizomes take 3 days. Okay. Alright, so we only have a day on this at this point. So we need to be as quick as we can be. Although the sun is setting now, so really what we need to do first thing in the morning is try and turn that into flour as quickly as possible. We might miss out on that, unfortunately. We're starting to get a little lower on food as well, unfortunately. And we can't do anything there? No? Okay. We need to be able to seed a craft. What's going to be the best way to do this? This is going to use the kern, it's using the starch. That's using the mortar and pestle. It takes a lot longer. It's an hour. Okay. Wow. It's going to be tough for us to do this all in time. I'm going to do a little bit. No, couldn't even do that one, so... yeah, you're right. Start a bonfire. You're right. It's the best thing for us to do right now. Let's do it. Eat a handful of acorns? I didn't want to eat a handful of acorns. What? Oh, I had Shift E on. My bad. We just picked up some random acorns off the floor. Oh dear. Okay, let's just go ahead and grab one log for now. We're going to chuck that into our fireplace. Go ahead and get that thing started. Okay, alright, we're very thirsty. Let's go have some water. Deal with that for now at the very least. Okay, yeah, we're just going to have to work for the night. Yeah, floor acorns are the worst. Not good. Not good. Okay. Let's cook some cat's tail stalks. For now, at the very least, just so we have something to eat. They take a long time to cook, goddamn, so I guess we're just boiling them, essentially. Is that the best food source I can use for now? I think it is, really. I mean, everything else is going to take us a bit longer to do. We can rehydrate some meat here, but it's not going to do too much for us, so... Yeah, digital, I freak out every time as well. Each time we start a fire, I think there's a chance that it's not going to work out. Frederick, I'm glad you can make the live stream as well. Oh, true. It could be our mood that's doing it. So, with that being the case, let's go ahead and grab our wonderful, wonderful bone flute. We're going to go ahead and wield that sucker. Wield, not wear it. Bone flute. And let's go ahead and activate it. Start playing some sweet, sweet tunes. So that should help us out a fair bit. We are going to have to make some food. So, we could spend an hour making pemmican. I think that's probably the best thing for us to do. Get that going so that we can, at the very least, have some of that to eat, as soon as we get a fair amount from that. Nice. Have some water. Okay, so we're feeling better. Crimson Lion, I'm glad you were able to make it, even if for a little while. This will be available, this stream will be available on the channel, and there will also be the VODs as well for each specific episode that goes up separately, so... Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay. Alright, so our mood is getting a little bit better. Yeah, it was the bloody acorns. But the pemmican and the music, it's making us, a little bit better, so yeah. Okay. Alright, we are going to go ahead and work on that flour. 45 minutes, okay. Alright, that's not as bad. So what's good here is that it actually does stack up quite well. So it's more efficient because we can fit more into the kern. So yeah, that actually works out pretty well for us. We're going to get 100 portions of flour from this, so that I'm happy with that. Let's go ahead, get to work. It's going to be 2 hours and 4 minutes. We're going to work through the night. We're tired. It's now midnight, but we're getting it there. So that's a whole heap of flour we got from that. I'm happy with that at the very least. We can already make biscuits. God, meat pies. Oh, the life we live. God damn. Okay, this is good. Things are looking up for Leif. Things are looking up, but we want to make sure that we try and get as much of this done as possible. So we'll see. Let's go ahead, start trying to make as much starch as possible now. Yeah. I don't know how far we want to push it. Yeah, our sleeping pan will be completely messed up, but in saying that, we're going to have a whole heap of flour and preserved resources. Otherwise, this is just going to rot, unfortunately. So we're just going to push essentially until he passes out by the fire. So we'll start by trying to do as much starch here as possible. 5 hours and 20 minutes. Let's go ahead, start doing it. Okay, we're going to be very hungry, thirsty, and tired by the end of this. Actually, we're not too tired yet. Made it throughout the entire night, that's good. So let's have some pemmican. Nice, okay, and we're going to go ahead and drink from that hydrea. Get ourselves slaked. Maybe have some unfermented vinegar. Got ourselves feeling pretty good. Clean water. Okay, slaked but still tired. So we're still going to keep at it. We're going to have to work on the flour first, because I think we probably still have a little bit longer with these, right? What are we on at the moment? So it's saying it still says 3 days, so it doesn't change. But I'm pretty sure this is our second day, so we want to try and keep at this as quickly as possible. The starch is a day, so yeah. You're right. We do need to conserve the lighter. I need to be a little bit smarter with that. Okay, so let's go back into food. We're going to keep at it. We'll go for the flour at this point. Just because it doesn't take as long for us to process it. Like we can process a whole freaking heap of it, which is awesome. Okay, 1 hour and 18 minutes. Let's go ahead, get to work. Work at it. And we're actually feeling really good about things now. Oh, did I drink the vinegar? I totally drank the freaking vinegar. I drank unfermented vinegar. Oh, I knew it was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. Of course. Of course it happened. God damn. What can we do? Yeah. Son of a bitch. Okay. Pemmican. Okay. And just drink water. So I went to the hydrea and I would have gone to that instead of the clean water. So yeah. Oh no, we're close to being slaked, so that's fine. We didn't drink all of it. We just drank a little bit of it. Just a little taste. Yeah, acorns and vinegar. That's a life, you know. You just gotta... It's keeping us awake. You know, we don't have coffee. Oh dear. I know I joked about it. I shouldn't joke about these things because then they just come to fruition. That's exactly what happens. Yeah. It's actually funny. I went to lunch in a cafe the other day, and I hadn't been to this place for a long time, like quite a long time. And as I was going there, I remembered as I was driving up to it, I thought, last time I was here as a kid, there was a McDonald's here that I ate a raw McChicken. Like the McChicken wasn't cooked fully through, like it hadn't been like defrosted, or if it hadn't been defrosted, like it just wasn't properly cooked at all. Like it was just stone cold in the center, and I got really sick from it. And I remembered having that thought and thinking, no, it's fine. It's like it's been 10 years, and I wasn't going to go eat at McDonald's. I was eating somewhere else. And sure enough, I ordered a burger, and it was like straight up just, it was raw. Like it was not properly cooked at all. So yeah, that was cool. That was cool. And I'm not talking about like a steak. I'm talking about like mince. And mince you need to be careful with. I know not everywhere in the world they aren't. Like I know in the States, sometimes when I've gone to order a burger and it's been mince, I've been asked like, how do I want it done? And I'm just like, cooked. I just want it cooked. Because mince isn't like steak. You got to be careful with that. You can't undercook it. So, but yeah, I mean, that's just me. That's just me. Anyway, all right. Back to making stuff and things. So we're going to go ahead and start making some more starch because we're still awake for now at the very least. We're just going to, like I said, we're going to push on until we become, you know, dead tired. How long? We're probably not going to be able to do that much Can we do 6 hours? What's the time at the moment? Yeah, it's the morning. We can totally do 6 hours of starch making. So we'll go ahead and see if we can. There's a good chance that we're going to lose the... No offense, New Zealand is really well known for quality chickens. I guess we're not known for quality chickens. I don't know anywhere in the world that's known for quality chickens. Yeah. Raw minced meat with an egg. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, all right. We're going to go for around about 6 hours. See if we can at the very least. We might pass out. We're not dead tired yet. It'll tell us if we're dead tired. It'll say, do you want to keep on crafting? Wow. Holy crap, we didn't get dead tired. I'm actually really impressed with how long he's able to stay up for here. We're going to have more pemmican, and we're going to have some more water. And I mean water, not goddamn vinegar. Clean water. Perfect. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, alright, so we should be able to go ahead and make ourselves some more flour. How far are we from finishing off all the starch? We're actually pretty close. Let's just spend 2 hours. Let's do the last of the starch, and then we've processed all of it. Yep, stop crafting. No, we're just going to keep on going, like I said, until we actually pass out. Nice. Okay, that's done. We're hungry. We're going to have the last of the pemmican. Okay, yeah, this isn't healthy. This isn't healthy for us, but we're going to kind of need to do it. We're going to need to push on here. So let's go ahead, go back to our flour now, and we definitely want to be doing this one here, and we want to process as much as possible. So we actually kind of did it. If we haven't fallen asleep yet, nice. We freaking did it. We managed to process all of the rhizome into starch and then process that starch into flour. So theoretically, if we look on here now, we should have a whole heap of flour. 60. Oh, it's in my inventory. Wow, 1,000 plant fiber. And we've got 200 flour. So, yes. That is good. That is freaking good. So, yeah, go back and have a look again. Right, flour 200. Hell yes. And where's our plant fiber? Yeah, 2,060 plant fiber. That is good. That is very good for us in the long run. So, I'm pretty happy with how that went. So, yeah, I'm good. I love that chat is literally just all chicken nuggets now. That's so good. Oh dear. Okay, alright. Well, we're dead tired. I'm gonna just push on at this stage because why the hell not? We've still got the cattail stalks. I don't think we can do anything different with them. I don't think there's anything unique that we can do. We can use it, oh, we can't use it to make starch. We could just make more starch. Martin, you've been thinking of moving the family to New Zealand. We have a lot of people coming over all the time. New Zealand is, we've got people from literally all around the world. My family immigrated over here. I'm a first-generation New Zealander, so my family came from the UK when I was quite young. Actually, my wife as well, Charlotte, she came from the UK. We're a big country of immigrants, New Zealand. Very, very multicultural. They won't last that long, yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna cook some of the cat's tail stalks for us to be able to eat over the next day in a bit. But I think we're going to process those as well. We're going to turn those into starch. Although the unfortunate thing with that is that it does take us a little bit longer to do. We don't get anything back from it as well. So let's just make some of them so that we've actually got something to eat. Actually, this takes a long time. Look, we need something to eat, so let's go ahead and make 4 of them. And we get plant fiber from doing that. Okay, that's cool. Wow, okay. Wow. Can I do that one more time, possibly? Okay, it's now nighttime. Okay, I think we're probably going to leave it at that. If they're still there in the morning, then what we'll do is we'll try and process those into starch so that we can have a good kind of block of fiber. And we're actually going to be wrapping up today's episode of Leif now. I feel like we actually got a fair amount done for him. That is a ridiculous amount of plant fiber, and it's a ridiculous amount of flour. That's going to keep us fed for a very, very, very long time. So it gives us a lot of options when it comes to essentially working on our construction, because the main thing is if we can get food, have a good stockpile of it, it means that we can just keep on working and not have to worry about going out hunting every other day. We probably still will do that occasionally just to keep our diet kind of varied, as I will be adding in the... it'll come to me. And the vitamin mod, so that we'll actually be dealing with that. But yeah, that's where we're going to be wrapping up Leif's episode. Now Dusk's episode is going to be following this. Like, there's going to be like a 10-minute gap in between, so if you want to stick around for that, please do. We're going to be doing Dusk, and then later on we're going to be doing Rimworld as well. But yeah, that is us for Leif for now. Thank you all for joining me. I have been Rycon, you have all been awesome, and until next time, stay tuned.